Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm here and I'm not doing so hot. But it's a Monday night and I guess it's time for a little Ace Attorney. At least I'm pretty sure it's time for a little Ace Attorney. Though maybe just a little. All right, before I get too far into the stream, can anybody hear me? Can everybody hear the game audio? And can Dawning speak so that we all know if people can hear Dawning? Well, I can't hear Dawning, so I think that's a problem. Boy. Dawning, say something? No, I still can't hear you. If you're talking, I can't hear you, Dawning. Uh-huh. See, I don't really want to go and mess around with my sound settings again, because I know how well that went last time. Let me see. Okay, this is not good news.
Uh, hmm.
Oh, hi.
Did that potentially fix it?
Yes, but I'm pretty sure the problem was at my end. Okay.
I
Me-
can't hear you, but you're also not in VC immediately.
I was gonna say, I can't hear you, but you're not in VC, so I think we're good to go. All right. So, let us begin. I'd just rather get all of that nonsense out of the way before I'm in the middle of something.
Well, we look forward to having you.
All right. October 18th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, hey. Oh, God,
He
it's
is
Edgeworth
sick. He's
again.
been sick the past few days.
I am, in fact, pretty damn sick, yes. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
Oh, crap. I forgot to pull up a script so I can read Maya.
Well, please get on that while I deal with this asshole. Lost-His-Edgeworth. I'm sorry if my voices are a little bit off tonight. Obviously, I am sick, so it's not going to
It's
be.
not in your control.
Well, it's not going to be quite as good as usual. Anyway, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Lost-His-Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I rather doubt that, but okay. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Yes, we will deal with this testimony and probably go over the same testimony about a dozen times before I finally skewer someone. Anyway, Mr. Lost...
Someone is what the criminal did. That's not what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, right. Mr. Lost-His-Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well, I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Ah, him. We all love him. Detective, if you would briefly describe...
Gumshoe is great.
He is. If you would briefly describe this case to the court.
W sounds very far away. What do you mean I'm very far away? I've got my mic sensitivity basically maxed.
I had this problem last week where I could hear you pretty well sometimes, and your audio wasn't so great. What if I do that? Dawning, say something again?
Something.
Did that fix the issue, Midori? Well, we'll keep going and we'll see if that fixed the issue. Although it looks like my Switch audio isn't working either. What the hell keeps happening? Dawning, say something again.
Something.
There's a strange effect on Dawning.
Better, but there's still a strange effect on DW. I don't know what that is.
I could not tell you what that would be either. And my Switch doesn't... Okay, here we go. Okay, good. I thought that the,
Hey, Luna.
I thought that the Switch audio had conked out again, and I would have been pissed if that was the case. But no, okay, I think we're good. And hello, Luna. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios, you see. This here's the employee area. We're on trial day 1.
The very beginning comes to laying out the case.
Yes. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 o'clock p.m. on that day. No, I just started, basically. Past the security station there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the moina, where the body was found. Now, on the day of the moina, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff
Penny is most certainly not the prosecution assistant.
Who's not the prosecution assistant?
Penny.
Oh, she
You
might
almost
be.
called her the prosecution assistant.
Look, I'm sick. Leave it to me to mess everything up this week. Anyway, all of the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio One to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal... And why was the rehearsal canceled? The time of death
I
was...
can't imagine a single reason.
I don't know either. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. Do I always say moida instead of murder? It depends on how I'm feeling.
I think he usually does when he's playing Gumshoe.
The samurai spear found in the victim's chest was the moida weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to the whole thing again? Do I get to press him if I listen again?
Nope.
So it's basically just, was I paying enough attention the first time?
Yes.
I don't know. So I'm going to listen again.
Will you be paying enough attention the second time?
I'm sorry, what?
But will you be paying enough attention the second time?
I'm too broke to pay attention. Once more for the mentally challenged. Hey, to be fair, I'm sick. I don't need to hear it from you, Gumshoe.
Yeah, well, no, Gumshoe's way smarter than Nick.
No, Gumshoe didn't think to flip over that piece of paper either. I'd say everyone is
Yeah, but
stupid.
he'd never do some of the... Gumshoe would never do some of the stupid things that Nick's done.
Name one stupid thing Nick's done other than not turning over that sheet of paper.
Can I answer that without spoiling the third game?
Aha! So I haven't gotten there yet, ergo, Gumshoe is just as stupid as Nick.
No, because the stupid thing Nick did in the third game occurred in the past.
I doubt that if the game
cases
is...
are just...
The cases are what?
The cases are just in a weird timeline in the third game.
I press X to doubt.
Midori agrees with me. Phoenix did a really stupid thing in the first case of the third game.
Well, I wouldn't know. Alright, Jack Hammer, Will Powers, and the production assistant, Penny. There goes the victim. There goes the security lady. You know, they could have had the rehearsal in Studio 2 instead. I don't see why they had to cancel it.
Because someone important to the rehearsal was dead.
Are you sure?
Are you saying the villain isn't important? What would your streams be without their villain?
They wouldn't exist because I wouldn't be here.
Case in point, the villain is important.
Yeah, well, that's only because I'm the villain and I'm the one doing the stream. You can have a good show without a villain.
Name one.
Your Saturday night sketching stream?
I'm a villain.
Now, hold on. We can't both be villains.
Yeah, I think we can.
Ah. Alright. This spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Midori
Understood.
appreciates my talent.
Let's call the security officer to the stand. Oh, so I don't even get to question Gumshoe this time.
Nope, he explained his stuff and now he's leaving.
Fair enough. Will the witness declare her name? Dot, dot, dot. Why, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid that I'm a bit flustered. Oh, God, what the hell is this nonsense? Look at that
Well,
face.
Midori and others do ship it badge back for a reason.
Yes, well. I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. This is the second person in a row that's given him difficulty when asking for a name. Your name,
It happens to
please.
him a lot.
Edgeworth, control. Lost your Edgeworth. Control your witnesses better. Ah, see, they're making a joke of this now. This is going to be an
Yes,
ongoing
they
thing, isn't
do.
it?
Ed- Edgeworth is the only prosecutor that has that problem.
I see.
He
When do
is just
you?
really bad at making people say their names.
That's because he's bad at his job. Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. It's practically my name. When I was young, everyone's an old bag. This is the way how many children believe it, but there was this boy, the captain in Chile, and when he called me an old bag, I just cried and cried because I had an objection. Objection. I object to the witness's talkative. He objected to it.
This is a valid objection. I have looked it up.
I'm not disagreeing, but like, for
It
God's
is
sakes.
legally valid.
Yes, I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on. I feel like she's not going to do that. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get into the testimony? Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by it. You know your stuff, dearie. And now she's hitting on the judge. You may begin your
Well,
testimony.
they are at least closer in age range.
I don't know how old Edgeworth is.
He's 24.
Oh,
He's the same age as Nick.
I wouldn't know.
You can check in the character profiles.
She sure is one hell of an old bag. All right, let's check. Oh, good. Maya Fey is a suspect. Kilometers lost is Edgeworth. Dick Gumshoe, Will Powers. It doesn't actually give her name or her age.
It does give her name. Oh, no, it doesn't. Huh. Huh.
I mean, it seems like
24 with gray hair.
It seems like Edgeworth, or Lost as Edgeworth, is extremely stressed because of his job as a prosecutor. Anyway, let's get to the witness testimony.
He actually had gray hair when he was not in Luna.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. And it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 o'clock p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading toward the studio. You saw the defendant then? Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Press. So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio. Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie. You'd need an employee card key to get in. So just beat up a Rocket Grunt and you'll grab the card key. Right.
Rocket doesn't own this particular studio. You have to beat up a global studios grunt instead.
You don't know that Team Rocket doesn't own this studio. Anyway, so what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be there could get in. Was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station? Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. Run-through? They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon, and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon. So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon? Good question, Lost-His-Edgeworth. Well, I had some errands to run that morning. And what kind of errands would those be? Oh, well...
What kind do you think?
You know. Answer the question. He was picking up donuts. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers, observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper! I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job! Don't you make me angry now, sonny boy! I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watched Hammer's run-throughs. Always! Never missed one in all my years.
Wow! I would want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too.
Well, you're not going to get a chance because the evil magistrate's dead. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. Did you see the victim then? Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. And tell us what happened next. There's something disconnecting here. I was at the main gate from then until 5. So you were watching there the whole time, no breaks, not even a second. Of course, I am a professional, you know. Again, you don't want to make me angry, sonny boy. Or are you criticizing how I do my job, whippersnapper? No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts at the guard station yesterday. I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time? Snipper-wapper!
Windbag is losing it, Nick.
Why don't you raise an objection? So the witness was on duty through the...
I'm not a lawyer?
Well, you keep introducing yourself as a lawyer at the studio. Anyway, so the witness was on duty through the whole afternoon.
I'm a liar, not a lawyer.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. The witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see? Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? How did you know that? Oh, ho, ho, I have my ways. That overdressed young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job. Oh, God. Well, poor Gumshoe. Edgeworth's just, like, really impatient. Poor Detective Gumshoe, getting ratted out by a security guard. Interesting to me, because a certain man walked right by me at 2 o'clock p.m. I'm guessing I know where the pressing is going to go here, but we'll see. 2 o'clock. You're sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. That poor... Boy, she's telling everyone off. Now, don't get your skivvies all in a bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers.
You're already divorced. I don't need to be your divorce lawyer anymore, Midori.
It was
Unless
Powers.
You're planning on divorcing Ellison too.
Please don't. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. Alright, so let's see. What evidence have I got? I have the picture, but this is not the time to use that, I don't think. I mean, maybe it is, but actually, no. If I'm going to press her on anything, if I'm going to present her with anything, this would be what to present her with. Like, is this what you saw? Because this is not actually Powers.
I mean, can you prove it's not Powers?
I mean, the bigger question is, can she prove that it is Powers?
Okay, but who is it if it's not Powers?
See, that's the thing that I haven't quite figured out yet.
See, if you don't have an alternative suspect to it being Powers, then must it not be assumed that it is Powers?
That's the problem, right? This is a guilty until proven innocent system. So yeah, 2:30 p.m., pierced through the chest by a spear. Nothing she said contradicts that.
Well, yeah, she didn't even say anything about the scene of the
Well,
murder,
no, she said that he died at 2. She said he died at 2:30, which is correct.
Which Gumshoe told her.
Yep.
Because he is very good at keeping police investigation and confidential.
So I don't think that I can present that. So I will need to present the picture at some point, but it's not now because I don't have the evidence to prove that it's not Powers. I can't make her prove.
Like press.
Say that again?
You can always press.
Yeah, that's probably what I was going to do. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears? Well, no, but I'm incredibly congested, so I probably have mucus blocking something or another.
Nick! This is your chance!
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again, it was him. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was headed toward the studio. Okay, the game is forcing me to present this thing, so there's only one thing that I can present that's my secret weapon. Objection! Let me get this straight, Ms. Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday, that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Ms. Oldbag. Is this the Mr. Powers that you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? No, they can't. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. Oof. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Ms. Witness. He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you? Humph! Nosy old man! Of course I have proof. Uh-oh. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth? Even Lost-His-Edgeworth is surprised? The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I to know everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed of all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Yeah, no one can drive the whole court crazy except for Oldbag. It's true. She's got even her own the prosecutor who called her as the witness, being driven mad.
Oldbag is the best witness.
I hope she comes back in future games and future cases. I really hope so.
She does.
Good.
It's a minor spoiler, but she does.
Good. He didn't even give it a second look. And Edgeworth is just like, oof. Wow, old Windbag has even Lost-His-Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear your proof, then. The man in the photo. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now, look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg, right? See? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. Well, that tells me what the strategy is here. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. All right. Press. Whippersnapper? Hey, I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. You today, always whining about each other, pointing fingers this way and that. It's enough to make an old lady cry. Mr. Wright, please, for all our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Lost-His-Edgeworth has met his match. God, I am glad that I decided to stream today for two reasons. One, because I have been stuck in my room all day sleeping. And two, I really needed this to cheer me up. I don't know if I'll be going all the way till 11:30 today, mind you. Probably not. But I at least wanted to see what Oldbag has to say. Exactly. Anyway, that morning, during the run-through of the action scene. Who was present at the run-through? Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And me. What exactly were you doing? Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. I saw Powers trip and fall. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? No, I don't want to skip over that part. I feel like that's the funny part. Oldbag does in fact appreciate sexy men. Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Power's ankle. You may continue your testimony. He still looks pissed. Like, he has zero amount of his confidence or his swagger. He just looks mad, and I can't blame him. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. He broke a prop? Sure did. Well, this is a problem. His own samurai spear. His samurai spear. He broke the fucking murder weapon.
He broke the fucking murder weapon. Don't worry, she makes it make sense.
Oh, I'm sure she will. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it. This strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I'd better write this down on the court record. The murder weapon. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Duct tape. Woo! Okay, so they actually saw this shaft, the broken shaft on the murder weapon. Interesting. Anyway, apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Power's ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me. Which is... Where is this steel samurai costume now? Aha! You have no idea where the costume is. And yeah, no, duct tape is not that secure. I don't know if you'd be able to stab someone with a broken spear.
Okay, then what's the murder weapon if they couldn't have used the spear?
Maybe there are duplicate props? I mean, most companies have multiple versions of the same prop. They'd probably have
possible.
They'd probably have multiple steel samurai costumes too. Like shit like I mean, I'm not in the movie business or the well, okay, this is about as close as I get to being in the entertainment business. But even I know shit like this probably happens, and it's better off having like a spare. I mean, the other thing that I'm wondering about is why the fuck they had an actual spear instead of like a prop spear. Like, why the hell could you actually kill someone with this? Like, not a plastic blade or a...
Yeah, they never ever think of that when doing any sort of performance. There is almost always a real weapon when there is a performance that involves a weapon.
Why? That makes no sense.
They're not smart.
You mean in this game, or do you mean in general?
In general, in the Ace Attorney series.
Okay. Anyway, let's see what Edgeworth's hemming and hawing about this time. Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes. Oh, now he's looking like the smug asshole that I know him to be. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Power. Oh god, the music. I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? I feel like the correct answer is always to object here. Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers.
Okay, then who's in the suit?
A monkey. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. And he's waggling his finger like a dumbass again. Then allow me to remove the doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? No need to ask twice. Oh, Midori's in the suit. That makes sense. The time
You're
of poor...
too short, Midori.
You don't know that. The time of poor Hammer...
She's 5'2".
And...
Will Powers is more than 5'2".
You don't know that. I'll even show you
20 seconds.
I'll even show you in the court record. See, the court record doesn't have height at all.
I have a wiki pulled up that says Will Powers is 6 feet tall.
You can't trust wikis. Anybody can edit them.
Okay, but does Will Powers look 5'2"?
I don't know the height of anyone in this game, so for all I know, the scaling is completely off.
Ew.
Anyway, the time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this Steel... Yes, but you still haven't proven that it was Will Powers who is the Steel Samurai. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? Hold it. I'm asking her again. Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then, after some rubbish about it being secret, pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. Again. Are you absolutely sure? Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all. Nobody suspicious looking. Right. No one else went there. Let's see, what evidence have I got? What if someone was hiding in Studio 2?
There was a tree on the path.
Yeah, but the tree had been blown down, like, after the murder, right?
Was it?
Maybe? It was like overnight or something that the tree fell. Anyway, I don't think any bit of evidence that I currently have can disprove what she says. Other than the fact that this says photo number 2. I'm gonna press and see what happens. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before 1 o'clock? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Are you sure? Objection. The witness has answered that question. Anyone going to the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny. You let him have it, Lost-His-Edgy boy! Lost-His-Edgy boy. He really doesn't look happy. Dawning has a line.
Windbag sure has balls, or, well, you know what I mean.
Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps.
You're so mean. You're way older than me.
Okay, so I clearly have to press, or I clearly have to present something here. But I don't know what. It's got to be the photo, because the photo is number 2. Right, because I'm just going to do this over again.
Which statement would that theoretically make the most sense to present on?
That she says nobody else passed through.
Then perhaps that is what you should try.
That's what I was thinking I did. So let me do that again. And then once I get to this one, if they had, I would have seen them. Okay, I feel like I missed presenting again, but yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay, so I know where it is. Alright, here we go. So let's try this. Objection! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. The photo was taken by the camera at the gate of, for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right, anyway.
I don't think he does, but we appreciate the compliment, old bag.
Yes. It's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means that it was taken on October, at 2 o'clock p.m. on October the 15th. Really, Sonny? Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says, photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Well, it's photo number 2, so technically that's even, but if there's only one bit of data held, that is technically odd. So, yes, that's
yes
odd.
And no?
Yes and no.
It is peculiar that it is odd.
Yes, it is peculiar that it is odd. That is a good way of putting it. Thank you, Dawning.
I am smart.
Shouldn't this be photo number 1 if it really was the only photo? Order! Order. Um, yeah, lots and lots of tea, Your Honor. I need lots and lots of tea. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one but two people went to the studio that day. Yet there's only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access. The security lady herself. Eh? You watch your mouth, young whippersnapper. The only person I saw on that day was Will Powers. But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means two people went by. Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean. Can the witness explain this to the court? I don't understand these newfangled computer things. They are so damn complicated. I can't tell my whatchamajigger from the thingamajigger from the button that I pushed to explode the damn the damn security the damn security station. I don't know why they installed that self-destruct button either. It seems like a real stupid thing to do. Edgy boy, help! But believe me, I don't. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. Humph! Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Yeah, that old bag face. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe she did push the self-destruct button and now all the background is gone. She's killed everyone. Whippersnapper?
Well, that means there can be no more murders if she already committed them all.
That's not untrue. Something the matter, Ms. Oldbag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. Look, Luna, she's old. It's kind of understandable that her memory is starting to go.
You understand, you're even older.
I am not older than Oldbag. I'm not even nearly as old as you think I am.
You are 87.
No. I'm, like, how old am I? 32. Also, hello, Midori.
Hi, Midori. You agree with me, right? Midori Emmy is 87.
What I miss? Because I was switching things.
Dawning
What about
is
87?
Emmy forgot his age.
Dawning is
87.
making the ridiculous claim that I am 87.
Aren't you?
I am not, and you know it.
See, even Mito agrees with me, and she would never lie.
That's a lie.
I don't know what you're talking about. I never lie. Every time I'm off you, I totally admit it.
I believe that's technically true, yes.
It is. Yeah.
Anyway, let's see what this old bag has to say now. Again, about the other person. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kinda expected this.
Boy, Maya really looks unamused.
I mean, wouldn't you if you had to deal with Oldbag?
I have to deal with Oldbag. I'm the one cross-examining her.
I know. Maya just sits there and just watches it as you suffer.
Also,
And poor Edward suffers. Huh?
she never actually said who the other person actually is, or who is in that photo.
Hmm.
Well, then perhaps you will have to ask her.
Which I intend to do.
It's Edgeworth because they're secretly dating.
Of course. That's right. I check all the people that
They
passed
haven't
by the
even
main
met
gate
before
that
this.
day.
That's a later thing.
I look
You don't
closely
know
at
that.
every one of the photos that security camera takes. Do you back up all of the security camera data? Well, they keep telling me to, yes. But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Aha, and how do you decide what is and is not suspicious looking? Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part. For the most part. This is a murder trial, Ms. Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day, and who was in it? Well, who the heck was in that photo you erased? Humph! A fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day. Well, well. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes in. Yep, I knew this was going to be the case because I saw that earlier. If you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. I saw that. That grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain? That sounds like a fanboy. Let's be fair. That 100% sounds like a fanboy. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids. So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade. What? Well, order. I need my tea. Why come I haven't got my tea yet, Judge?
I also need my tea.
Midori, what do you need?
I'll make myself ramen right now.
Fair enough. Okay.
Oh, you have to order. The judge demanded we order.
Poke.
Or you want the Coke.
Okay. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh, yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I think. It is quite heavy. Right, as I said, I didn't pay it much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick? What's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes sense.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. He's in 2nd or 3rd grade! How old is that?
Like 8 or 9?
Yeah, I think 9 or 10. No. Yeah, it's around 8 or 9, I think.
So let's say he's 9. That's a kid. I don't think a kid would be able to I would be very surprised if that kid was actually the moiterer.
Hey, he could be like a bodybuilding kid.
Court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information. I haven't forgotten anything, Your Honor, except what the hell I'm doing here.
I think
And
you're the
what's going on?
prosecution.
Oh yeah, I'm the prosecution. That makes perfect sense. Anyway, the spear was broken and repaired with duct tape, which means that, like, if the thing was literally broken in half or what have you, I don't think the weight is the issue. I think the issue is, was the guy tall enough to actually be able to stab Jack Hammer? And why would he stab Jack Hammer in the first place?
Because,
Because
well,
kids,
he's a Steel Samurai fanboy, right?
I was going to say, kids probably take their television way too damn seriously, don't they?
Yes, and Jack Hammer is a villain, right?
Yeah, so again, it's not impossible.
One 9-year-old motive.
You know what? 9-year-olds aren't exactly capable of complex thought, but I would think that they'd be capable of telling the difference between television and reality. Maybe?
I don't know.
I mean, how old was I when I was able to tell the difference between television and reality?
You don't remember anything before the day you turned 30.
Is my mic working now?
Yep, your mic is working now.
Yeah. So I was trying to say, kids can't actually tell that difference very well. I was confused. Like, I used to confuse characters on TV shows just because of the actors.
You know, so okay, this is the working theory, right? The working theory is that it was a little 9-year-old kid who I wouldn't even say it was an accident, but like he grabbed the broken spear, it was broken so it was light enough for him to wield. And he stabbed Jack Hammer with the spear. He poked him one. But then
I'm not saying the kid stabbed him. I'm just saying a kid might not be able to tell the difference between reality and fiction. Something to at least consider.
What we're saying is that the kid hypothetically could have had a motive.
That's not, I mean, but then it doesn't...
100%, yes.
It doesn't... It doesn't explain
It's
who the heck the
more of a
Steel
motive
Samurai
than Will
was.
Powers has.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's true. Will Powers has no motive, because without the evil magistrate, the show goes bye-bye.
Yeah, unless the other guy did something to Will Powers, but if no one's brought up a motive, then what did he do? Why would Will Powers kill him? The kid definitely has more motive at that point. Just
Very
by
true.
confusing fiction with reality.
Very true. Anyway, Mr. Powers, yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go into the studio. I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
Oh, who was the Steel Samurai in the security photo?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it. Really?
What? You should better care of that stuff.
I couldn't imagine anyone wanting to steal a Steel Samurai costume. It's called a Steel Samurai costume. Of course someone is going to steal it.
It is literally the most popular show, also.
Also true. Anyway, so where does this leave me? It doesn't look good. You're the only likely suspect right now.
What are we going to do?
First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Right. And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we'll get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. Uh-oh. You don't sound very optimistic. I'm not optimistic at all, actually.
Hey, Nick. It's time.
Okay, Let's go. What does that mean? Please don't sigh like that. Alright, so who else could have possibly done it? Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Mr. Lost-His-Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter? The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studio was a boy, roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts. The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed this crime. Order! Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this
I still haven't gotten my tea from the last 2 orders.
I got myself some tea. Be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized. Right, great, as if the stakes weren't high enough. I wasn't asking for steak, I'm more of a chicken guy.
It was me, I did it.
I don't like steak, but I don't like the texture.
Oh, steak's amazing. What are you talking about?
Oh god.
I don't like the texture.
Oh god. The assistant girl, the grade school boy, the security lady.
So the boy had motive, and wasn't the assistant girl, like, not around or something?
Am I saying the security lady did it?
What's her motive?
No, she loves Jack Hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not, I don't think it's her.
No.
I'm not going to, I don't think it's the security girl.
I don't know. I'm sure Windbag has plenty of strength to her. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, she at least has stamina.
I mean, that's...
Probably more than anyone else.
More than at least your average old lady.
DW, have you played the Edgeworth game, the first one?
No.
Ah, man, it'd be great to see me play that, because I'm just thinking of something from that with the Steel Samurai.
Emmy would never. He hates Edgeworth.
His
I gave
name,
it so
his name is Lost-His-Edgeworth. His name is Lost-His-Edgeworth.
No, his name is Miles Edgeworth, the best sexy man ever.
No. I have officially renamed him to Kilometers Lost-His-Edgeworth.
Yeah. Nope. You're just jealous that he was me before you were me.
On the contrary, I was alive before this game existed.
But were you a maniacal
Were you going
engineer?
by Emmy in 2001 though?
Yeah.
Probably. You don't know whether I was or was not.
Let's see when he joined the forums.
I joined the forums.
It would have been like 2016, right?
No, 16
The
was when I
forums are
became a
down.
staff member.
The forums are down for maintenance.
Yes, they are. So take
Let's
that.
mess it up.
No, I joined about the forums
Evil
about 10
hot.
years ago.
Yeah. So yeah, see, he was me before you were me.
It's just because I wasn't Maniacal Engineer here doesn't mean I wasn't going by Maniacal Engineer otherwise.
You weren't
Prove
an
it.
engineer yet.
You don't know that.
Prove it.
You claim you're 32, correct?
Yes.
Let's do some math. If you are allegedly 32, 2024 minus 32 is 1992. 2001 was 9 years later than that. You would have been 9 years old
10 years old,
if you are
actually.
indeed 32.
10 years old, actually. I'm about to be 33.
You still were not
No,
me
you're
before
about to
Edgeworth
be
was.
88, but I'm accepting your premise that you're 32 for the sake of this argument.
I mean, I could turn this right back on you and say that if I'm 87, then of course I was an engineer in whenever the hell this game came out.
DW won this fight.
So you can't have it both ways, right? Either I'm 87 and I was me
but
long
I
before
can.
this game, or
Fine. Fine. He's 32, but he was not me before Miles Edgeworth was. So, Miles Edgeworth is the original me, which makes you the
impossible.
ripoff.
Impossible.
Not
I mean,
impossible.
either you accept your 87 or you accept that Edgeworth was Emmy first.
Oh, I'm going with only take exceptions that Edgeworth was me first before mechanical engineer ever existed.
Not possible.
We just proved it was possible. Unless you were an engineer about 10 years old.
I was designing stuff at 10 years old. I was designing stuff at 10 years old.
Nice try.
I have shown you my Lego
Drawing
Hanukkah.
a picture of a
No.
cat
I
is
have
designing
shown
stuff.
you pictures of my Lego Hanukkah that I designed when I was 9 and built when I was 9.
Beside the point. That's beside the point. I'm not talking about that kind of engineer. They weren't official engineer until adulthood.
I've been an engineer since I was born.
That sounds unsafe. Which, to be fair, is your natural state of being.
Yes. It's why I'm a maniacal engineer and not any other kind of engineer.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I refuse to lose this fight, though. You were not officially an engineer on paper until adulthood. Thus,
what you are and are not on paper officially has no bearing on anything.
Totally does.
Not even close.
Edgeworth was Emmy officially.
Because I could say
you were officially Emmy.
Because I can say I was a donkey when I was 5, but that doesn't mean I was actually a donkey.
Well, that's just factually ridiculous that you could not have been a donkey when you were 5. There's a difference between being something of the same species and not even being the same species.
Sorry. I could say I was a doctor at 5. There's
and you
no way
probably
I was a doctor.
were.
I wasn't. You was not.
You probably were.
No, I was not. I was not sitting there doing surgeries on people.
No, but you put on the little stethoscope and you played doctor with people.
That's called pretend.
And kilometers Lost-His-Edgeworth is only pretending to be a prosecutor.
He passed the bar. He's like
he has his badge.
I pass the bar all the time, and all it does is give me whiskey. So that's got nothing to do with anything.
He passed the lawyer exam.
There's no such thing as a lawyer exam.
Yes,
there literally is.
That's how he got the badge.
I don't see his badge. I see my badge.
He doesn't wear it because it conflicts with his fashion.
Anyway, I decided to accuse Oldbag.
This is canon.
It's the security lady Oldbag. Who? The steel samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person other than Powers and Hammer who knew about the injury. The security lady Oldbag. Oh, she looks mad. What? Whippersnapper! Ordering again. I still need more tea.
I still don't have any tea.
Is this true, Oldbag? Oldbag? That's Ms. Oldbag to you. Ms. Oldbag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no lullaby. She could have briefly left her post to steal the Steel Samurai costume. Then she slipped into Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the Steel Samurai? Because the picture-majig, the camera. Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Hey, I was actually right. I was guessing as to whether it was her or the little kid. But, okay, apparently I was correct. Oh yeah, right here. Sherlock Holmes 2. Not even close, bud. Don't give yourself that much credit. You didn't even think to flip over a simple, stupid piece of paper last case.
You had to be told by a fucking ghost.
You did.
Mia had to crawl out of the afterlife to make you do this.
Just to bail your ass out. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth
is
pounces?
pretty pathetic.
Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection at some... That's actually very true. Why is Lost-His-Edgeworth not doing that? Well, Mr. Lost-His-Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? He's thinking. I don't think even he could have possibly thought this would happen. The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it. Is that it? Edgy boy, don't just sit there. Do something. What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this whole new way. Ooh. Do I press further or do I give Granny a break? So, okay. Last time I tried to give someone a break.
Choice. Giving Granny a break gives you more dialogue.
The last time I tried to give someone a break, it backfired on me because April May took advantage of my kindness. Dawning says it's a fake choice. But alright, let's give Granny a break. I guess this does kind of make it look like she's the killer. Funny, I feel bad for her all of a sudden. It's true that the witness could conceivably have committed this crime, yet we must not forget that the victim was an action hero. As formidable as her personality may be, I doubt she'd be strong enough. Uh-oh, if he removes her from consideration, that means Mr. Powers is it. Sorry, Windbag, but I don't have a choice. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Ms. Oldbag's actions that day. But what? Why would I do something so horrible to poor Hammer? You forget that Mr. Powers lacks a clear motive, too. Indeed. That did it. Now Windbag is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope. Wait just a minute! What about the other person who went to the studio? The boy! The one whose photo I erased. He's only a grade schooler, though, as you said. 2nd or 3rd grade, was it? That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds, tops.
Why does that not surprise me?
That really doesn't surprise me either. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer. What? How can you be so sure? Or is it be nice to the kids and be mean to your elders day? Whippersnapper!
That's every day.
I have proof. Proof? Indeed, then let's see this proof. Wait, I do? You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed this murder. The card key?
What, isn't the spare too heavy? Oh, no, she said she could pin. That was her argument.
Yeah, I mean, there's still the fact that you need a card key to be able to get in.
That is an option.
Well, no, the boy snuck in during the grate. Remember?
But that was to the
Right,
employee.
but does the
That was
grate connect to the studio?
Yeah, no, that was to the
I don't know.
employee area, not to the studios.
Hmm.
The other
But wait,
question.
maybe how large the? I mean, that samurai spear is also large, and a boy wouldn't fit in that costume.
Well, right. So it's either the fact that you need a card key to get it. I've got multitude bits of evidence that I think could work. Right, the card key because you need the card key to get into Studio One, which the boy presumably wouldn't have. The photo shows someone who's too big to be a grade schooler, unless it's a really big grade schooler.
Yeah, that's This is one of the things I hate about Ace Attorney is you'll have multiple options that can prove that you're right, but it's only if you choose wrong you're gonna get screwed.
But so
It's hard to
I mean,
choose.
sometimes it'll let you prove yourself right with both those possible right options.
I don't ever seem to have that happen.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
guess.
I've had where I got it wrong several times because multiple pieces are like, "Yep, this will prove it," and they're like, "No, that doesn't prove it." Like, how? Because you guys are idiots.
I'm gonna
They
guess
are,
it's the
but
I
card
mean,
key.
that happens
yeah,
sometimes, but sometimes it doesn't. Too. It is inconsistent.
I've literally never had it not happen. Though maybe at those times I just happen to choose the right option.
In
How
this
could a boy with no
particular
former
instance,
relation to the
either the
studios have a
card
card
key
key?
or either Powers' photo or the samurai spear would have worked.
So any and all three of the ones that I was looking at would have worked.
Yes.
Are you
Because
sure?
I'm a
Have you checked
genius.
that or?
I am looking at a script right now.
Oh, okay. And they could have
Oldbag
changed it for the
speechless.
Switch
This has got
version
to be
for
a
all I know.
first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Lost-His-Edgeworth, please find out more about this witness, Ms. Wendy. What was her name? Something Oldbag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this Oldbag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Well, I made it through.
Did you?
Apparently not. Well, wait a second. I'm not just going to sit here while you run off barking up the wrong tree. Me! I'm talking. Oh boy. Dawning has a line.
Oh, great! Stop the presses! The windbag wants to talk!
Ms. Oldbag, what is this all about? Have you omitted something from your testimony again? Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about. Not to... By whom? You know, that sounds like it's right out of your playbook, Lost-His-Edgeworth.
No, definitely not his.
Well, testify. Okay, this is going to be fun. My lips were sealed. Global Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studios on the day of the murder. They said they had, quote, nothing to do with it, see? So they told me to just pretend they, quote, hadn't been at the studios that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free. Ms. Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now? Ain't you been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr.
Oldbag
Wright,
is the best witness.
I mean, look. I don't care. I'm perfectly good with her testimony as it stands. Because it means there were a shit ton of other people that could have done this that weren't my client.
You would like to find out who those people are, or wouldn't you?
I don't care. Let the prosecution do that work. So you were told not to talk. That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less. Why didn't I hear about this? Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We were all in on it. There were...
Edgeworth.
Yeah, no. I actually almost feel sorry for him. Almost.
Oh, wait till case 5.
There were some other
Wait till
people at the
case
studios
4.
on the day of the
Wait.
murder. Who were these people?
Isn't it case 5 that I'm thinking of?
Edgeworth is prosecutor on case 5.
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
Oh.
The
Okay, I got my
director-
cases mixed up then.
We should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course. Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
You're all idiots.
They really are.
The Ace Attorney world. I think the least amount of idiocy I've ever seen is in Edgeworth's game, honestly. I'm not saying something.
I feel like it's bad that he has his own game.
Oh no, it's great. And you get one of the best characters ever in it, Kay Faraday. She's great.
I cannot wait to get around to that because I have already determined that Kay Faraday is amazing.
Yep.
I cannot wait to meet her.
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. Hello, Quagsire Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
He joined the producer around lunchtime. They had a meeting after that. That's Midori, Joe.
Ah. Oh yeah, I forgot. It says
Where?
playing Enchantress.
In the Studio... Oh, in the Studio 2 trailer. Is it Studio 2? Yes, Phoenix, there in fact is a Studio 2, you dumbass. Well, if you look at the guide map, here it is. You go through the gate all the way to the left. The path... You see, that's the path where the monkey's head had fallen over.
They couldn't walk around that.
Could I just say what? Say what? What am I supposed to say?
Oh, I'm confused too. But I never, I never understood why can't they just like walk around the monkey's head?
It's the tree that's... It's the tree that's in the...
Cannot pass it.
Yeah,
Not a
I
family-friendly channel.
I can swear as much as I want to because this is my own channel. Also, Dawning, say hi to Lissy for me.
Hi, Lissy.
I did.
Oh, she has
can't
no
hear.
Audi. Oh, okay.
They said they had nothing to do with it, see? Miss Oldbag, this is a trial for murder. I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side. So you got your bonus and you still talked.
It was probably
I think they've asked all
donuts.
the questions I have to ask. Do I want to continue my cross-examination? Sure. There's never any harm in getting more information.
You
Oh,
know,
I
except
guess-
in case 4.
Yep. I guess that this is just going to be a repeat, so I don't need... Fine, keep going, keep going. Yep, okay. Man, he really did lose his edge between the first case and the... Or, well, technically the second case and the third case.
I don't think there's such thing as having an edge period when you're dealing with Oldbag.
I mean, look, let's be fair.
Dawning, what game are you on?
Spirit of Justice. I'm on case 3 of Spirit.
Oh,
of
you completely
Justice.
skipped Edgeworth's game then.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna go back around to it. It's hard to. They have not ported investigations to the Switch because they hate us.
Let's
And you
take
don't
a
have
break.
a DS?
Your
I
Honor,
have
we
a
have learned that
DS,
there
it
were
just
others
doesn't
at Global
work.
Studios on the day in question. The director, the producer, and some bigwigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they had not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. Prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag, and more information about these other people who we have just been told of. Oh, he looks mad. He looks very mad. Good job, Lost-His-Edgeworth. I understand, Your Honor. This ends the day's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. A victory for me.
You know, I was considering getting this on the Switch if it was going to be easier to play, but oh my gosh, it does not do them justice.
Does not do what justice?
Some of the characters look really weird because they redesigned it because it used to be sprite work. Like, Edgeworth looks so weird.
I mean, he looks weird regardless. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was right to ask you to defend me. Sorry, what?
What?
Are you insulting me?
It's nothing.
You're insulting my Edgeworth.
Oh, or should I say, or should I sniff?
We'll be going down to the studio to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and producer. They'll be turning up at the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
Oh, Nick, have we figured out just who it was in that steel samurai costume? Could it really have been the old windbag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her. Really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off Mr. Powers.
Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Of course you would. You're a goblin. Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Okay, let's go down to the studios.
Right. We'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks, guys. To be continued. Alright, so let's save my progress. And we will overwrite the selected data. And I think I want to continue with the investigation.
Investigation.
Investigation, yes. That is what I do. I investigate things.
October 18th, right in co-law offices.
Phew, what a day.
I thought we were in February.
This is no time for for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
The director and producer?
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios.
Examine. It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room. Poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. Well, then you should probably read them instead of doing this silly investigation. Adventure scheme, is it in English?
But will reading them actually help get Will Powers free?
Possibly. Mia's desk, actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Well, you may be a professional, but a professional idiot is still a professional. Alright, plant.
Why are you examining the office?
Because I felt like
Because
it.
Charlie the plant is important.
Alright,
I'm
Maya.
sure
The
it
best
is.
What should we
character
do?
in the entire series.
Maya, what do you think we should do?
Maybe go back to the studio.
Hey, why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get a scoop on this director and producer.
Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging out here.
That's what I've been saying. Get to those studios pronto.
Do you have any ideas?
You don't have enough information to make a case yet.
That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it, you don't have a clue what happened.
There's not enough information.
Alright. Have a look at this spear.
The spear. I wish I had my own samurai spear. You'd be like my own personal pincushion, Nick.
Aren't I that already? Me, why me? Alright, how about the photo?
Because you have decided to put up with me?
Alright, how about my attorney badge? Hey, see this?
You really like showing that off, don't you, Nick?
Very true. Alright, I don't think anything else here is going to be helpful.
There are two other things you can present to her that get a specific reaction.
Alright, how about the autopsy?
Ew.
Sorry, I don't know how that will help us figure this out.
Okay. The card key?
Hey, you still have that. Great.
Well, we couldn't get into the scene of the murder without it. And its owner isn't missing it in his detention cell.
Poor old WP.
And the photo.
You know, what if this really was Mr. Powers?
Yeah, it's hard to say. We don't really know anyone else it could be. I seriously doubt it was that old windbag.
So, Mr. Powers is lying?
He really doesn't seem the type, does he? Curiouser and curiouser. Alright, well, Lissy has audio but has to leave soon, so I guess enjoy while you're still here. And I apologize for my voice that sounds like I've got a cold, because I do have a cold. Alright, do we go to the detention center or the studio main gate? I don't think there's anything important in the detention center, so go studio main gate. And where's Windbag?
No one's here.
Right? Oh, right. Now that they have Ms. Oldbag, they took her into custody? Good lord.
Well, you did accuse her of a murder.
I suppose I did. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
In the guard station. Look, she left her donut.
Ooh, food! We haven't eaten in days!
Hey, I wasn't gonna eat them.
Not without sharing, you weren't. Alright, let's see the gate. The main entrance to the studios.
The fifth in regards to sharing?
What?
When it comes to sharing, I plead the fifth.
I don't want any whiskey right now, but thank you anyway. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. And it might be Gumshoe. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. A bush in a tree. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. Let's look at the booth itself. The security guard station. Ms. Oldbag must like junk food. There's a mountain of it on the desk. Then there's this thing. The computer majig that runs the studio security cameras, huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. Oh, that's interesting. That is very interesting.
Or it was never turned on because Oldbag's in jail thanks to you.
I
How
didn't
could
do
you?
nothing.
You put an old,
You accused
weak,
her of
frail
murder.
woman in jail.
I didn't do
You should be
nothing.
You should be ashamed of yourself. I also totally got modded in the chat before I joined the voice chat. When Phoenix asked her what she had been doing all day, I typed in, "Don't ask a woman about what she's doing, you perv," and I got modded.
You did what?
It said my comment was being modded.
Oh, I don't look. I've got Nightbot basically set on defaults on my channel, and I can't really go screwing around with it all that much because I don't know how it works,
We
and
are
I don't
in
really
the employee
have.
area now.
Yes, I don't really
Give me a
have.
sec to find it.
I don't have any moderators for my channel, so
It was just funny because
Okay.
it said my comment was being modded. Just 'cause I'm assuming because I put perv in it.
I would guess so too. Yes. Anyway, we are
Nick,
here.
this is where they do all. This isn't the right age
That's
script.
not the right one. No. Starts look. It's that assistant girl.
Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey, I was looking at the script from Day 1
Yesterday.
investigation because some of the examination stuff is reused.
Most of it is, yeah. Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys. Oh? Oh ho ho, don't mention it. Is it true they caught the security lady? Oh ho ho. Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain. You mean that one? Oh hey, they did cover up the drain. Wow, what a mess. I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right?
Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right?
Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them.
Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about.
You're right. I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more. Alright, night, Lissy. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Ms. Oldbag.
Right. See you later then.
Good luck with your investigation.
How is cardboard and tape supposed to keep any kid out?
Let me take a look and see.
Like,
Alright,
that must be
investigate
some
that.
weak kid if that's gonna keep the kid out.
So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain?
So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick. If the drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you?
What? You want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Whoa, she serious? Uh-oh. Leave it be. Nah, I think we should leave it on. They only just repaired it. If we take it off, the assistant will get yelled
it
at by
open.
you know who.
No, let the kid come back. Come on.
Yeah. I guess so.
Wow, I didn't expect her to take it that hard.
How can you do that to her? Let her rip it off. Well, the kid will just knock it down anyways.
It's fine. I think that I don't think that it matters. The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered. Wow! Those remains of the lunch are really getting old. Like, seriously, I'm surprised this whole place doesn't stink because...
No, look how much they cleared off those plates. There's nothing left. They literally ate it down to the very bone.
Yeah, but even bones start to stink after a little while. Anyway, I think all of this is the same as it was last
Anytime
time.
there's
Yeah, everything except grain grade and lunch table on the left side.
Yeah,
is
anytime
reused.
there's a check mark in your little magnifying glass, you've already investigated it.
Well, yeah, but there isn't this time. Like,
There wasn't on the backdrop,
Yeah,
but there was on the bike. Is what I'm saying. So if it shows a check mark, you've investigated. If it doesn't, it has not been
oh,
investigated.
good. This is what
It's,
Maya says when I ask to investigate Will Power's dressing room. Dawning.
Maybe there'll be.
Hey, Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal.
Hey, we're not thieves.
You sure
But
about
we
that?
did take that card key.
We borrowed that. There's a difference. But I think everything
Maya's
else is
the
going to
best.
be the same.
Doesn't Phoenix actually take a lot of stuff just like randomly half the time?
I feel like it's Maya taking this stuff, and
It's in your pocket, not Maya's.
Yeah, I don't have pockets.
No,
yeah,
she
so
has really big sleeves.
Maya just basically takes stuff and puts it in my pocket.
Yeah, blame her for your own thievery. How horrible.
Howard, I'm only 17 as of this game.
So,
All right.
I think you do have to rip that off because it doesn't show the check mark in
I was
it.
going to say I might have to rip it off.
Rip it off, rip
Yes,
it off.
does have to be ripped open to progress a plot.
All right. What, you want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Oh, she's serious. Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken.
Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Yep, maniacal attorney. He keeps screwing around with whatever. Sometimes.
Hi, Zoe.
Hi!
Hi, Snowy.
There. That would make the kids happy.
That was such a
things we
tiny
did.
hiya.
All right. Now what? Because it still says the drain grate is off and I know who did it.
Maybe
Now
change
the kids will
areas.
be able to come in again. Doesn't that it make you feel great to do a good deed like that?
Must be nice to live so free of guilt. All right, and finally, finally, there is a check mark on my magnifying glass, which means that my investigation of that grate is done.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you.
Why are you proud of me? You should not be proud of me.
I'm proud of you for letting me rip the grate open.
That was a stupid decision, and it's going to come back to bite me, but let's go into the dressing room.
This is where the steel samurai costume was on the day of the murder.
Supposedly.
That's what Mr. Power says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping.
But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then.
Huh? She's got a point. Let us investigate his food. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these.
Right?
Yeah, there's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies.
Wait, Nick.
What now?
These snacks, they've passed the expiration date.
Then don't eat them.
They're snacks meant to be eaten.
Okay, That did not go and show what I wanted it to show. Let's take a look at his couch or his futon or whatever bed thing it is. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here like he said. Let's see the window. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It is kind of dusty outside. Let's take a look at the wardrobe. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be Mr. Powers' personal clothes. And let's look at his bag, because I know that Maya wants to.
Mr. Powers is his bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey! Supermarket cabinets? Wow, I'm kind of shocked.
I am both an attorney and a detective.
He's a wannabe detective.
Maya, leave those alone. Wolfmen found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. The mirror. They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just like how I like it, unless some idiot called April May is poking fun at my spiky hair. Alright, let's see his
your hair
makeup.
is weird.
Or his cosmetic. Well, my hair right now does not look good, but that's because I've been sick and sleeping all day. Anyway, there's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show.
Samurai boogie woogie, Nick. Get with the picture.
Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig.
I, kinda like samurai movies.
Only kinda.
Boogie
Alright.
woogie.
I don't think there's anything else to investigate here. I was sure that they, like, drugged his snacks or something.
No, he's probably just an idiot.
But alright.
Powers looks like a looks like a lion, but he's kind of pathetic.
So there's nothing else on this side of the employee area. Oh, it's Penny again. Oh, hello.
Oh, you look a little out of place.
It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing. Alright. Is the computer on now? No. Because it's not giving me any new information.
No, because you put Oldbag in jail.
You think this 18-year-old kid knows how to operate a computer that or better than the old lady?
Yes.
No. It's Oldbag's job, but you put her in jail, so now no one's operating it. It's all your fault.
Nothing is actually my fault.
It is. You accuse a poor, frail old lady of murder.
She's not frail.
Yes, she is.
Let's talk to Penny about the studios. So how are the studios doing? There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me, quote, disturbing evidence. I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. I mean those plates with the steak bones left all over them in the employee area? Yeah, can you believe it? Tell me about the fanboy.
That's why all that nasty food's left behind.
Do kids sneak in here a lot?
Well, I don't think that there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him, though. Alright, tell me about the director and everyone. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and the producer were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was at the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. Yeah, the AA universe really is messed up. The studio head
People are normal here.
They are very normal. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet.
So, they were trying to protect the director?
More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer. The producer, huh? Alright, nothing else I can talk to you about. What about this broken spear? Say, you work with the props, right? About that murder weapon. You mean the samurai spear? Yeah, it's a prop, but it's still pretty heavy. I hate having to carry that thing around. So you'd have to be pretty strong to use that as a weapon, it sounds like. Why is Mr. Powers the only one I can think of? Should I present her the card key? Wow, they gave a lawyer one of those card keys? Well, I'm sort of borrowing it. I see. You better be careful not to lose that. They're very strict about those card keys here. Guess they're pretty good about keeping these things out of outsiders' hands. Yeah, it's a mix of Japan and California. That sounds about right.
Yeah, the fandom calls it Japanifornia.
That makes sense.
And
Yes,
it is California, officially. Spirit of Justice does establish Steel Samurai to be filmed in LA specifically.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
it's
that's
just,
everything I could do here.
Yeah, in Japan it's Japan, but because for some reason they decided to make it California in English translations. So that's why people call it Japanifornia.
I see. We are now outside Studio 1. I believe Dawning has a line.
Oh,
Hey,
let me
Nick.
find it. No, that's not. Where is it? That's not the right place. That's not the right place. That's not the right place. What is the organization on this script?
I wouldn't know. I'm not looking at the script.
I mean, you can just wait for the
Hey,
delay
Nick,
to catch
it
up
looks
and
like
read it.
Detective. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
Oh, Nick. Remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today?
Yeah,
It was down the path of the fallen tree, right?
I remembered that. I didn't need to be reminded of that, but sure. Yeah, I think that's what they said.
I am a helpful goblin.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are here today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's go check it out.
Examine. So let's see. It's the security camera. Man, I hate the sound of these chirping birds. It's cutting right through my headache.
That sucks.
The old bench.
I can't hear them.
Well, yeah, because you're in the voice chat, so you presumably have the stream muted. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit.
This is exactly why I don't want to get old, ever.
You making fun of my age? Hey, I'm still young. I'm just tired.
Yes.
That's what they always
Nick,
say.
when you start having to say, I'm still young, you know it's all over.
You're not acting when you say that, are you? But I am still young.
Am I acting when I say any of my lines?
You're probably the ones that actually show any kind of respect for Phoenix. Ooh, the welcome sign.
Why would she respect Phoenix?
I didn't know you could
It
investigate the
says
welcome sign. They let people in here when they're not filming, right?
come here someday. What do you say?
Sure, if that security lady lets us in. All right, the broken monkey, the studio mascot. Apparently, it's a monkey of some kind. Never seen a monkey with a nose like that before.
Why don't they put his head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant?
I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything. And you probably need a crane to move that thing.
Probably so.
All right, the tree. In the trial, I said Studio 2 was down this path. The monkey head is in the way, but we should be able to get by it without a problem.
This monkey head is real heavy.
Well, it did knock that tree over when it fell.
Both of these, the monkey head and the tree, fell on the day of the murder, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what Detective Gumshoe said. All right. What else could I investigate? Studio 1. The entrance to Studio 1, this is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Okay, that's everything that I can investigate, I believe. So let's move. Ooh,
Where
I
are we
could go
moving?
outside Studio 2. Well, well,
Is that
well.
where we're...
That is where we are going.
Hold
October
on,
18th, Studio 2 entrance.
This is
This place is
Studio 2?
deserted. Wait a minute. That's not that's not at all what's going on. You just heard a noise.
Oh. See, we skipped that, I think, somehow. Let's see. Where is it?
Skipped.
Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer.
Someone must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in.
I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh? It's locked.
Don't we have a key?
No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
If they'll let
And by
us.
borrow, she means steal.
Yeah, always steal with her.
Of course I mean steal.
Alright, investigating the trailer door. It's locked. The key is probably in the security guard station. I doubt they'll let us borrow it.
Which is why we'll steal it.
What about this little barbed fence next to her? There's some flowers here. Oh, flowers.
Oh. Hold on. This script is a mess in regards to where you are. This must be... Most of the examination stuff would theoretically be in the initial Studio 2 entrance visit, but where was that?
I don't know.
I would say if
Here,
this
we're examining the flowers, you said?
Yes.
Oh, pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. Alright, what about all this these boxes over there? These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. Might as well be a junkyard.
Huh. Alright. I believe I can slide to the left. Slide to the right.
Slide
Hey,
to the right.
food! Let's investigate the table. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Dang.
So they ate T-bone steaks too.
What is it with steaks
Wait,
around here?
what they do? Eat the bones?
They must have already eaten the bones.
There's always room for steak, but something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
Well, it would be weirder if it felt even. But yeah, there are no bones there. Okay, let's see. This looks like a boiler of some kind. Oh, and it's an incinerator. Okay. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. And here's another studio van. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run just fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a... I don't have a license?
You don't have a license. Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
Oh, good lord. Alright, so I think that's all of the investigating I can do here at Studio 2. So let's move back outside Studio 1, and we can move to the studio main gate. Talk? No? Okay. There's nothing new I can talk to her about, so let's examine this one.
There should...
Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. Okay, so I can't get past her. So let's move back to outside Studio 1. And then let's move to inside Studio 1.
Okay,
October-
that should give us...
October 18th, Studio 1.
I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it is a murder scene.
I want to go someplace else. Nick?
Examine. The backdrop looks like a backdrop for a stage. This must be used in the Steel Samurai show.
Of course! That's the mountain! Nino Fujiyama!
Doesn't the Steel Samurai take place in old Tokyo? Can you even see Mount Fuji from there?
Not old Tokyo, Nick. Neo old Tokyo.
Oh, I must have sequence broke somehow. Yes, that explains everything. The cameras...
Wow, look at the camera. That must cost us a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Hey, smile, Nick. You're a star.
Stop that! Let's see. Let's see the outline of the body. The outline where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expect a spear stabbing would leave at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Alright, the reflecting window. That's the reflecting light. They call it the reflecting, or that's for reflecting light. They call it the reflecting screen or something like that.
Isn't the evil magistrate costume like shirtless or something?
It's
I
possible.
don't think so.
Could have sworn the picture of
I'm
him.
pretty
Oh, I
sure
guess not.
both Evil Magistrate and Steel Samurai have full body armor.
Yeah, I don't know. I could
Yeah.
have sworn his picture was of him shirtless.
I don't know. I
That
haven't been
picture.
paying
I
attention
have
to any of
no
this
idea
stuff.
where you're getting that from because absolutely no skin is exposed.
Okay, maybe I'm misremembering the picture of his dead body.
I think the armor pattern on the suit has kind of heavy
Yeah.
torch
Because
so
the photo's
safe.
black and white. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, that's armor. It. Because I only saw the quick flashes on Me's screen, so I'm like, wasn't he shirtless? How did they absorb that blood?
No, so they presumably took they undid the front of his armor to try to potentially take a look and see how much bleeding there had been because of the spear wound. I know exactly what you're talking about, but no, assumedly he was stabbed through his armor. They just undid the armor or unzipped or whatever to get a look at the wound. Anyway, step ladder.
Stepladder.
The infamous conversation.
It's probably the same exact thing as it was last time.
It is. It is because it does not have a section on the script for the second day's investigation.
Fair enough. And the director's chair would probably be the same, too.
Yeah, we wouldn't have a section for that yet. The only things that have anything resembling new dialogue or that are marked on this section of the script are film camera, reflecting screen, and stage backdrop.
Well, then that's all that I've got for here. So I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to get the key.
Well, where haven't you been in a while?
Where haven't I been in a while?
The place where all the employees hang out.
Oh! I haven't been to the detention center in a while.
You haven't been in the detention center at all this stream.
Yeah, go see the old woman that you put away there.
Alright, let's see Will Powers. Oh,
Or
Mr.
wait.
Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth.
You can say that again.
Let's not.
So, WP, do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small.
And you know everything about everything about being small, right, Maya? We can't rely on getting
I
lucky
am
again
a bit
tomorrow.
small, yes.
Rude.
Yes. Alright, I'm guessing this is the same. Yep. I'm guessing the guard is the same. Maya's expression looks like she wants violence. I mean, yes, sometimes it does look like she wants violence.
Well, you kind of insulted her.
Alright, let's talk about the fanboy. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them. Oh, I think we may have lost
But
Dawning.
in today's testimony, didn't she say they were hanging around often?
The kids really, really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Alright, what about this director
Not just
fellow?
the kids.
Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and Evil Magistrate should move.
Didn't you tell us this before?
Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar.
Yep,
When
they
he
peeled me off the bar.
loses, he's going to lose
They peeled me off the bar floor just hours before today. Just hours before the trial. Literally, that's how fresh I am off the bar.
Exactly.
Anyway, continue with when he loses.
When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see. Whose side is she on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not. What do you mean you sure hope not? You should know whether or not you're actually hiding something from us.
He's not the brightest. I was gonna say he's not the brightest defendant, but he actually just might be.
Regarding the murder weapon, yes?
He's at least better than Larry.
Is it heavy, that spear? It's pretty hefty, yeah. I don't think the average person would be able to swing it around effectively.
And that's the spear that broke or something during the morning run-through?
Oh yeah, I goofed on a round kick, you see. I broke the spear. The security lady fixed it for me right away. Right away, though.
With duct tape, we heard.
I don't think there's anything else I can do here. Not anything
where
else.
Haven't you been in a little while?
I haven't been back to my office.
Where else that is actually relevant to the crime, possibly, haven't you been in a while?
Do you have any ideas, Maya? No, we don't have enough information to make a case. Yep.
Yeah, it's the same text.
Alright, fine. Where can I go? The studio main gate. I guess I haven't been to the employee area recently?
You have not.
Alright. But there's literally nothing new here.
Directly. There's not, except where else? Where else that can be accessed from the employee area haven't you been in a while?
Let's see. Oh, right. The storage room. I hadn't
The dressing room, but yes.
No, I hadn't investigated the storage, but there's no new text for that. What the hell is going to be in the dressing room?
Why don't you find out? Well, the answer is my least favorite character in the entire ERT of AA1, but...
Oh gosh, I forgot about this dude.
I hate him.
Oh,
I literally just see this text and already I dislike this individual.
Exactly. He is so annoying.
Well, okay, so apparently Luna also hates him. This is wonderful. WTF? Who are you dudes? LMAO? Oh god, who is this guy?
So cringy.
Wait, first, who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatever, lamers. How could you not know the great Salmonella? Of course, this guy is sick. I make the lead shows, the Steel Samurai.
So much.
Mine, RTFC.
Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You look so sorry.
No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Raffle.
Is it?
You know, on closer inspection... Oh god, no. Oh god, no! 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 Nope, we are not doing this. Nope.
Want me to read those lines for you?
Nope, we are not doing this.
I hate him with a burning passion.
You can see why no one likes him.
We are not doing that.
The way he talks, what he's like, he's just gross. Ugh.
Please remember that Maya is 17. She is an actual minor.
Yes, that is why I say we are not doing this.
It doesn't even matter if she's a minor or not. He's just disgusting.
I mean, it's not wrong, it just makes it worse. Anyway, continue with the
Yeah.
line about rock sores.
Roxwood? What? Hey, you're drooling. Do you
God,
understand
no.
why this is my least favorite character in this game?
Pink
Have you met
Princess.
someone you hate more than Edgeworth yet?
Okay, look, Edgeworth is an arrogant
Well-
asshole, but this guy is... This guy needs to go to jail and stay in jail forever.
Thank you.
I'm not saying... I'm not saying that I like Edgeworth, but this guy just... No, take him away.
Edgeworth is cool. Edgeworth is actually
He
cool
is-
when you get to know him.
Regardless of your stance on
You can throw him
Edgeworth,
out.
Salmonella is worse.
Salmonella should die.
Anyway, sequel to the Steel Samurai, Pink Princess, Warrior of Little Old Tokyo. She kind of looks like a robot, but I don't like this guy.
They all look like robots.
Pink Princess.
It gotta be Little Old Tokyo.
Because you're small.
It has a cool
Tokyo.
name, like Neo Old Tokyo.
Maya, we really need to talk about cool. Alright.
Please do not present anything other than Powers' photo to this guy.
Please.
I'm not kidding, don't do it.
You're tempting me, and I don't know why.
Don't torture everyone.
It is because his generic dialogue for any evidence that he doesn't have specific dialogue to it is more creeping on Maya.
Okay, fine.
Oh god.
And the only evidence right now that he has specific dialogue to is the photo. And none of us want to see more creeping on Maya.
No.
Yeah, no kidding.
So I will talk to him. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who you dudes are. The security lady told you about us, eh? That's right. It was a pretty regular day. We had a run through for an action scene in the morning, and a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. Sad face. A T-bone steak, was it? Yeah, sucksores. I hate missing out on food.
Nick,
Sure
what
he
does
does.
buck sores mean?
No idea.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that animation with the tongue.
Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon until
It
after
makes me
4.
sick.
With the producer and some bigwigs from the network. I don't like this guy. I really do not like this guy.
Nah, I know, he's an atrocious character. They literally just went out of their way to make him the worst character ever.
Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him a lullaby. Alright, so tell me about the producer. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez. She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary, though. Sweats. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon till 4, the whole time. Alright, tell me about these bigwigs. Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired old geezers. Sounds like they'd be reliable witnesses. Alright, so I'm supposed to present him with the photo, right?
Yes. That is the only thing I will allow you to present him with. I don't know that it matters if you do or not, but don't present anything else. Please.
Very good.
Do not torture everyone with him.
All right, so the photo. This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his foot. Oh, right, the director would know about the injury. He was there. All right, so there's literally nothing else other than this guy eating WP snacks.
Yeah, those are expired.
Yeah, there is nothing else to gain here at the moment.
Yeah, unfortunately, Queen, he's gonna appear more.
I don't like him.
I hate this man.
Whoa! Surprise, Oldbag.
I can't remember if. Oh crap! She escaped.
she broke out of prison and now she wants revenge.
Run!
This
Run!
case has both the best witness and
Oh
the
my
worst
God.
witness. I can't
Remember if he appears in any other cases.
Well, I'm a dead
I
man.
damn well hope he doesn't.
What's his name?
Salmonella.
Salmonella.
I can't. He might be in the Edgeworth games because there's like a samurai case. Oh gosh, the pictures that pop up. I'm gonna see.
Okay, this damn near gave me a heart attack. By the way, Oldbag suddenly appearing out of nowhere. Aha! You again!
Oh no, that's the only case he appears in.
How rude, acting like you've
Thank
seen a ghost.
fucking God.
You certainly got back to your post quickly. Oh, the police took me away, they did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume. What? Told me to put it on. Can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that? Mr. Powers is pretty tall. As soon as they saw there was no way I could wear it, they let me go. I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed.
You're so dead.
Oh, I know I
She's
am.
gonna. She's gonna sneak in your house and just slit your throat.
I will be triple locking my doors this evening.
You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips.
Starting now. 1, 2, 3.
That ain't
This
gonna
lady's
last.
too much. The fanboy. I'm about that kid you saw. You said you saw. If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Look at her eyes. She's furious.
She looks like a demon.
Oh yes, the director. About the director, the one who was here the day of the murder. If I see him again, I'm taking him down. But you know what? I'll get behind that. You take down that director.
Please do. She would do everyone a public service.
We will not charge you if you murder him, Oldbag.
I will be your public defender if you murder that guy.
Let's face it, probably everyone would be. No one would blame her.
There is not a single person in the prosecutor's office who will prosecute you, Oldbag.
That includes Edgeworth.
Even Winston Payne has more class than that.
Anyway, your line, Donning.
Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious.
No, this was a different one.
Nick, I think
it
she's
is?
losing it.
Yeah.
Nick, I think she's losing it. My script is inaccurate.
All right. Examine. No? Oh, the security office. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras. Hey, no touching! Alright, so I still don't have the key to Studio 2. I still don't
I
have...
hate to say this, but we have to go back to the employee area.
You're
But
kidding.
we do not immediately have to go back to the dressing room. We have to go back to the employee area.
Wonderful.
I hate the character in the employee area significantly less than I hate the character in the dressing room.
Lucy, you don't need to find his dialogue.
Oh.
This kid looks like he's 13. I could have sworn he used to look younger.
Hey! Hey! Wait!
I'll bet he came in right through that drain.
Hey, Hideo? What's your name, sport?
I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that.
Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult.
You're a shrimp too, you know. I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick.
Fashion? I think I'm being mocked.
You gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp. And pretty mad. I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kiddio again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer. And he was having difficulty getting his sword out. Alright, I don't think there's anything that I can, anything that I can examine other than... Yep. The drain where the fanboy came in. He didn't waste any time coming in either. Talk about cause and effect. Let's talk to this guy. What?
I'm proud of us for letting him in.
Why? This seems like it was a stupid idea.
Hey, I don't know. What if he saw something?
Let's talk to him about the Steel Samurai. So, you're a fan of the Steel Samurai? How dare you utter that name, evildoer?
What do you
What did
mean?
he do?
We're on the Steel Samurai side.
Ha! Ha! You can't fool me. Look at him having difficulty getting that sword out. This guy's no threat whatsoever.
Then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8?
Ha! Easy. Like some fries with that?
Not bad, Kiddio.
Watch it. What are they doing? Alright, kid, what happened? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day?
You were here, weren't you? ...
Did you see anything? He always... The Steel Samurai always wins! Always! Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What?
But no way am I telling you losers.
Hey.
Let me go. And he seems to have run away.
He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out.
A bottle? Why was this sitting here? Oh, good. Drugs. Why was this sitting here, I wonder? Empty bottle found on the table. Oh, ho! I was right. Somebody slipped the what's it called? Sleeping pills. I knew it. The label reads sleeping pills. Anyway, what was that kid saying? He
You saw everything.
okay.
And we're done here for now.
I don't think there's anything else worth investigating from here. I could go back into the dressing room.
But do we want to?
No.
Do
Oh,
not.
back in
No,
front of
we
the main
don't.
gate. Looks like Oldbag is gone.
Huh.
She's waiting at
Win
home
that.
for you.
She might be. Odd of her to leave her post. Hey!
Nick, that was her.
Stop, whippersnapper! Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy. Bitch!
Uh-oh. She tripped.
Maya sure looks happy. Alright. Let's investigate the computer.
Computer or the guard station?
Or the guard station, I think.
Hey, Nick.
Did she actually turn it on this time?
Now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station.
Good idea.
Oh, this is it, Nick. The trailer key.
The key to that trailer in Studio 2.
We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick?
Trailer key slipped in the pocket. Oh, good. You are such a bad influence on me.
But consider we're solving the case.
Are we, or are we just getting you backstage passes to wherever you want to go in this studio?
Can't it be both?
Alright, outside Studio 1. There's probably nowhere else to do here, so we'll go outside Studio 2. I believe I still have investigated everything that I need to investigate here.
You may have to re-investigate the door to unlock
I
it.
believe that I do, yes, because I see that it is no longer checkmarked. So let us investigate the door. I wonder if the
What?
Kiwi... What?
Huh?
You asked why is...
I was just gonna say, why is that garden post bent?
I don't know. I wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened.
Great! Let's go, Nick!
She seems eager all of a sudden.
Well, you first, Nick.
Of course. Not that eager. Alright, I guess I can... But yeah, no, Midori is right. There is a broken garden post thingy over here. But yeah, let's move into the trailer. Whoa. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Who the hell is this?
The second most annoying person in this case.
Dot, dot, dot.
I forgot how annoying some of the people in this case are. Like, you have the director and then you have this chick. It's like, as great as that is having Oldbag,
I mind this chick significantly less than the director, but that's not saying much.
I mean, that's
I know
not...
that they have to be two of the most annoying characters in the series.
I'm guessing she's the producer.
Someone's in here.
Names?
Our names? We're WP's lawyers, and
I see.
and who might you?
D. Vasquez, the producer. Phoenix, you have a weird taste in women. Alright, let's examine.
Phoenix does have moderately bad taste.
Let's see, the window. The glass is frosted, I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. What is this? This is a whiteboard. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. The table. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. The garbage can. Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. Really? The crumpled documents aren't clues? All
Not
right.
this time.
Let's look at the posters. An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Samurai Summer starring Jack Hammer. This poster is quite old.
Maya must be in heaven right now, since she likes samurai so much.
Wow! It's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great.
A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. All right.
Exactly.
Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurais sing about? Chopping off heads?
Yes.
Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer is a very accomplished singer, you know?
Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja ballet? And I can't see the two posters behind that.
You know, I'm surprised that Oldbag and Maya don't have a fangirl moment together over Hammer.
Right. Well, I suppose I should talk to D. Vasquez about the day of the crime.
Ugh.
I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Dot 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 dot. Ms. Vasquez? Script. Excuse me? Script. I'm looking for a script. Script? The Steel Samurai episode 13. I need it.
Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder?
I need to read it.
Dot, dot, dot.
Dot dot dot. We're getting nowhere fast. Okay, about the Steel Samurai.
We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai.
Dot 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 dot. Ms. Vasquez, it's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that.
Nick? She's telling us to go watch TV? The nerve of her.
Hey, don't get mad at me. The director. About the director. Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Dot dot dot.
Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird?
It's starting to look like it.
Penny was normal.
She's a
Nick,
prop lady who
get
can't.
out of-
She's a prop lady who can't fix anything. That's not normal.
Says
She's
who?
normal-ish.
Considering she's not
Nick?
an old windbag or anything, she's normal.
She is normal by Ace Attorney standards.
She really
Okay.
is.
Fine,
But, I mean,
whatever.
it's not saying much, but
She is far and away one of the most normal characters in the series.
the series gets some pretty crazy characters.
So I've noticed.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check?
Is there? Yeah. Wait. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this.
Why do we have to do your errands?
Ew.
Dot 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 Dot, dot, dot. This is a stimulating conversation.
I don't think I like her.
Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him.
Unfortunately, we do have to give it to him.
I kind of figured. What if
I fucking hate him.
She's
It
not
would be so
interested in her
satisfying
own memo.
if someone just murdered him. It would be the
Alright.
most satisfying case.
Case 3 and Justice for All is the... Are you thinking of the circus case, Luna?
Man, there are so many places I've got it. Like, I hate all this scrolling through places.
The worst case on that front in this game is Rise for the Ashes.
Alright, let's just get this over with. Here, I got this from the producer. Huh? Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13, where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere. Uh-oh. My ass is pwned if I don't find it.
It might be quicker to just look in all those places he's likely to have been.
I agree. Alright. So where do I want to examine? Because he's been here. We know he's been here. But I don't think I actually see anything new here. So let's get out of here. It would be way too obvious. I don't think I see anything else. Oop, what's this? There's a sign on the dressing room door. Will Powers. It must be need to have a... Okay. But I don't think that there's anything else here worth examining. Nope. So let's move to the studio main gate. Examine. Still no Oldbag.
He is chasing the child around.
Good. That ninja kid has served as a distraction. Outside Studio 1, examine. Her name is actually Oldbag, yes.
Yeah, Wendy Oldbag is her name.
As in, like, old windbag.
If you ask Maya, her name is Windbag.
Alright, let's try Inside Studio
that's
1.
clearly what her entire name is derived from.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
I'd
a
say,
pun,
like,
just like everyone else's name here.
Yeah. Everyone's name in Ace Attorney is a pun, but just like in the game, Maya calls her
Windbag.
Windbag.
Quite everyone.
Alright.
Is there who doesn't have whose name isn't?
Oh, let's see. I guess you could argue Black Quill is a pun, given birds. I guess Athena's last name would be a pun. Romaine Latos is definitely a pun, and I don't know where it's from. I mean,
See, I asked
puns on Maggie Bird's name, but it's
get
not
on with
really
this?
a pun in it.
I'm starting to lose energy.
Itself.
Okay. I asked whose name isn't a pun.
I'm trying to think of someone.
Can we kind of move on?
I don't think Kristoff's name is a pun.
Dawning, you have a line.
Where are we? Is it
Studio 1.
We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick.
Oh, I bet you it's going to be the director's chair. Wouldn't you know it? That actually makes sense.
Hey, look. That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these.
The director. Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he left it somewhere?
Aha! Found it, Nick! The script!
Good
Now
work.
let's not go back to the dressing room.
But I gotta give this to him so that I could give this to the producer, right?
Or we could give it to the producer ourselves and not talk to that guy again.
That is less location scrolling, yes.
Yeah, let's not help the pervert.
Alright.
Let's let his butt get, as he said, punned.
Take this. Here, we found it, your script. Ah, script handed to D. Vasquez. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. You're not going to talk to us? Quiet.
No.
I'm reading.
On. The big idea. Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are?
Dot dot dot. Powers lawyers?
Right.
Am I a suspect?
No, it's just, well, no, but...
Dot dot dot. You wanted to know about the day of the murder.
Yes. Anything you could tell us would be a big help.
Dot dot dot. You know there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now, listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio One. It was impossible for us to leave.
Impossible? Why?
The path was blocked. The path? Okay, so I don't think I need to present anything else. I think I need to actually talk to her. The blocked path.
Isn't it obvious by the giant monkey head that they can't walk around?
Yes, of course. Except we somehow walked around it to get here. Anyway, on the day of the murder, the
That's
path
because it was moved slightly off the path.
Uh-huh. On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked. You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct? Mr. Monkey? The monkey with the broken head. Oh, right, that. What an original name. Its head fell over the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 o'clock. It was after 4 o'clock by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until that path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4 o'clock. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus none of us could have gone to Studio One.
What?
It's true. A crane came just after 3 o'clock to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'll corroborate my story. But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30? After 2:30. Then you could have gone to Studio One. 2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking. It's a monkey, after all. Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke. Another stupid-looking
Nick?
clock.
Nick, it stopped at 2:15.
2:15. That's right. The path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4 o'clock. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in Studio One at 2:30. See? Goodbye. Mr. Monkey's head blocked the path to the scene of the crime between 2:15 and 4 p.m.
What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP who could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished.
It
Maybe
sure
he did
doesn't
do
look
it.
good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. I'm guessing that's where I'm supposed to go is move to the office, right?
Probably.
October 18th, Wright & Co. Law Offices. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's lullaby is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. Uh-oh, who the hell is this? It's a little early to be giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got one lead. Oh, God! Mia's haunting me again. Mia, it's
Do you
you.
not appreciate
Oh,
being
gosh.
haunted?
Oh gosh, this touch up on the stuff does not do her justice.
What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh, wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What did you mean we have one lead? The boy, of course. Yeah, I was gonna say, that kid said he saw everything. We still haven't figured that out, what he meant yet. I don't know, he didn't sound like he was going to help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks, now I'm more worried than I was before. So, how's being dead?
You know,
Okay.
considering the fact that Maya's able to call Mia, does this mean that Mia just never moves on in the afterlife? Her business is always
Guess not.
unfinished.
Also,
I don't think that's how spirit channeling rules in Ace Attorney work exactly.
Oldbag is back.
I mean, I can't blame her for not moving on. Phoenix is an idiot that can't do his job without her, so.
Huff! Puff! Huff! Puff! Huff! Puff! Huff! Puff! What's wrong? Huff! Puff! Huff! Puff! Woohoo!
He's having a
Whippersnapper!
heart attack.
She's been chasing that boy this whole time. Huff! Puff! Well, when
You
I
need to call
catch him,
911.
Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. Huff! Huff! I got a hostage now, whippersnapper! Hostage? That fanboy. What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. Huff, puff. Why, what a violent old lady. The director. Actually, I met with the director just now. Eh? Huh? My heart. Don't feel so good. We probably should call an ambulance.
Probably. She is
Before
having a
I
heart
go,
attack.
I'd like to visit the place where poor Hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to
If she
visit the
dies-
studio where he died.
If she
The
dies,
hostage.
just put her fingerprints on the spare and stuff, so you just blame it on her.
Uh-huh. What was this about a hostage? When that boy was running away, he dropped this. What?
Her shoulders go up so far.
And ran. He'll come back. For this one. It's kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing.
I can't get over how much her shoulders are just going up, like every time she breathes. Like, whose shoulders actually do that?
Hers.
Hers.
Obviously.
Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to
my
us
turn.
if we gave him that. Good idea. Miss Oldbag, may I? No! I'm catching that brat if it's the last thing I do. Do you have anything you might trade with her? A trade, hmm? I wonder. Do I, in fact, have anything that I want to trade with her?
You wanted to go to the studio where Hammer died, right?
Yep. Hey, that's a card. Studio One. Right, a card key to Studio One. I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. I was his fan.
From a common thief to a black market dealer.
Yep.
What a shame.
You don't have a card, Ms. Oldbag? Studio One isn't my turf. You let me borrow it then? If I give her the card key, I won't be able to get into Studio One. Let's lend her the card key. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Ms. Oldbag. ... Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this and we're even. Deal? What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card? That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him, though. Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about. A trading card. Apparently these are really popular with kids these days. Right, I'm off. There she goes, hobbling off toward the studio. Nothing
So
else
now
I
you
can
just
do
have to
here.
go find the kid.
I bet
Wait,
you I
she's
know
hobbling?
where he is.
She's hobbling. Does that mean she has an injured leg too?
Maybe. Or she's just old.
What? Her? No.
Well,
She's young
well,
as a
well,
whistle.
it's the kid. Hey,
As long
wait
as
a
it ain't the
sec.
director.
Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name's Cody Hackett. I think he ran into the dress. Oh, God. No, I've got to save him.
Don't worry, the creeper only likes young girls.
That's horrible. Oh, it's him. Found you. Damn it, he's getting away. Come back. There, he's back. What? How did she... Okay. Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please? ... I'm Cody. Hello, Cody. I'm Mia. Mia Fey. Nice to meet you. Yo! And I'm
Clearly the
Phoenix.
kid likes well-endowed women.
Evidently so. And I'm Phoenix Wright. Who asked? Phoenix, you can take it from here.
So, I wonder if Phoenix gets some melons and puts a wig on, would the kid talk to him?
I doubt it.
He
I'm
didn't
not
care
so
for
sure I'm
Maya,
qualified.
but he cares for Mia.
Okay,
Maybe present the cards first?
Phoenix, you really should... Yeah, I know. I wanted to give him, some extra dialogue. Alright. So, let's give him some bribery. Cody, this look familiar? Hey! My UR! UR, huh? UR. You know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb. I'll give you this if you help me. That's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect eschewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of... Good night, Midori. Good night, Luna.
Night, Luna.
Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Kick me out.
What do they teach kids in school these days? Quantum physics?
I mean, he's not wrong. A Phoenix is kind of an idiot.
Whatever, I don't need that card. Huh? I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours. What? After I went through all that trouble. If you want to trade, find me a really rare card. Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare? Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! And for grown up, you sure are dumb. Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about? Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks?
Wouldn't the thing above UR be GR? I feel lied to.
All right, so he wants me to keep this. So where am
Yeah,
I
you
going to
have to
get a
find.
really rare card?
I'm sure there's another very nerdy person hanging out that's not annoying to talk to.
His name is Edgeworth.
All right,
I'm only
let's
mostly joking
go.
about that.
You gotta play the Edgeworth game. There's a hilarious Steel Samurai thing that happens in that game.
Okay.
Okay.
Outside Studio. Right, I can't go into Studio 1 anymore, so let's go outside Studio 2.
Maybe wait, maybe outside Studio One. No.
October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Oh, it's Penny. Oh, hi. Hello, what brings you here? Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope, she's the same as always. Same as
She only
always.
just had her little growth spurt, right?
In multiple ways, yes. Okay, whatever you say.
Penny looks like a nerd.
She does look like a nerd. Alright, let's see. The fanboy. Have you seen that boy since then? Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast I thought she'd collapse. Of course he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad. Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fists back at the guard station. Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Alright, what about Mr. Hammer? Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer? Yes, it's a really, really terrible loss for the studios, but his popularity had been waning recently, right? That's true. Then again, after what happened. After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No. What?
It's Hammer time.
Of course. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. What happened? Now you have to tell me what happened with Hammer. I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? Do you know anything about this? Hey, it's the Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set. A complete set? Yeah, a set of one of each card. Huh? Wait. That's it. That's the one card I need. You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you, please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card. Trade me a... Huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited about? Alright, fine, let's trade. Really? Thanks. And this is for you.
Hey.
What? What were you saying, Dawning?
I didn't say anything.
That came from me.
Oh. What were you saying, Midori?
I don't know what I was gonna say. I do wonder why she didn't just sell that card though. She could have made more money and then just bought the card she wanted.
Perhaps so. And there she goes. Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great? Yeah, it does. Alright, well now I have that ultra...
Hopefully the kid don't have that one. Imagine you just had to go from nerd to nerd around the studio to exchange those. either me's voice mic dropped or
No, I was
I
just
glorified him.
I was sneezing a lot.
Oh, okay.
Was that boring, man? How could one person be so lame? If you were a superhero, you'd be lame-o man. Oh, I
Did you
thought I.
show him your badge?
You know what? That's fine. I thought I scrolled over to the ultra rare premium, but whatever. See this card? Yes. So wait, that's it. That's the last
Sounds like
ultra
you're
rare
talking to-
premium card I need. Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me. I've never seen him so eager. Okay, how about a trade? You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot. No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information. Huh? You sure? Fine by me. URP card given to Cody. Okay, Phoenix, let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow. All right, bud. Tell me about the Steel Samurai. So cool. All right, I gotta take a quick break, but you two keep everyone entertained for a bit.
I am very entertaining when put in a space is with no content to work with.
You know, after I played Investigations for a while, my username on BMG, I actually had changed it to something related to her, and I had a whole theme of her and Edgeworth shipping. It's probably one of the few ships I actually have in the Ace Attorney games.
How serious are you about your Edgeback ship? I'm not judging, I'm just curious.
That's just a giant joke.
Okay.
Yeah, it used to be there used to be someone named Dr. Flopatus, and it was just like a giant joke. That's why the chat's called Edgebag.
Yeah, I know about Flop. I was in, I think, the last Chaos Mafia they hosted.
Yeah. So it was a big thing with me and her, and people just got sick of us talking about Ace Attorney stuff in the main chat. So we were forced into a little chat, and we just named it Edgebag. But no, if we're talking about serious Ace Attorney ships, the only ships I really care for are all from Investigations, which is Edgeworth and Kay Faraday, and then you probably haven't seen him, but there's a character named Lance, and then Franziska. Which Franziska you probably know. I don't believe she appears until she doesn't appear until the second game, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, she's in the second game. She gets introduced, and just like her brother, she prosecutes Maya.
Yeah, poor me will never see her unless he plays the second game. He'll miss the great Franziska. She's hilarious though. So what case number is this in the first game? This is what, the third case?
This is the third case. The next one is Turnabout Goodbyes, the one where Edgeworth is the defendant. Yeah. And yes, Franziska is the lady with the whip.
Yeah, I know who Franziska. Oh, you're talking to Lissy, yeah.
Yeah.
Or she just whips everyone. Ace Attorney making the craziest
One time she whips Phoenix enough times that it knocks him out.
It's his own fault for opening his mouth. It's really sad.
It's on him for being a foolish fool expressing foolish thoughts.
Exactly. The foolishly foolish fool. When you play Investigations, you see Edgeworth just solve stuff basically on his own. While dragging along Gumshoe and Kay. It really shows how bad Phoenix is. I can't wait till Case 4 though. Case 4 is great. Though me will probably still hate Edgeworth just because he's jealous that he was me before me was.
I mean, if anything's gonna make him like Edgeworth, it's gonna be case 4.
Yeah. I can't remember what case 5 was.
It's Rise from the Ashes, the added case with Lana Sky. Does that
I
name
don't-
ring a bell?
Yeah. Was Phoenix the one in charge of that, though?
Phoenix was Lana's defense attorney, yeah.
Okay. I think Maya was
Edgeworth
missing.
prosecuted.
Maya wasn't present. That's what it was.
Yeah,
I know the case.
Emma took her place.
Yeah, the case was added to display the DS features. So, oh
Yeah.
gosh, I just remembered Marshall. He's actually not that bad.
Can't tell what your opinion on Marshall is based on that.
It's kind of mixed.
Understandable.
He can't be worse. He's definitely not worse than Vasquez and freaking oh gosh, that one guy.
I'm not sure who thought it was a good idea to put Salmonella in this game, but I think
Yeah.
they should have been fired immediately.
Well, I actually
I'm pretty
forgot.
sure there's only one main writer in the first 3 games, 4
Yeah.
games.
Well, considering the results of the case and stuff, I like when I looked to see if he's in any other case, I saw like spoilers on something. I'm like, oh yeah, no, he's definitely not gonna be in any other case. Thank goodness, for very obvious reasons.
So,
Oh, right, yeah, because
Yeah. So
I was
kinda
about to spoil the murderer.
But you kind of understand why they make some characters so unlikable.
good news and bad news.
It's the bad news.
Well, I'll tell you the good news first. I actually probably sound a little better right now because my sinuses aren't clogged anymore. Bad news is I sneezed so
You
damn
do,
hard,
yes.
I gave myself a f***ing nosebleed.
Oh gosh.
That sucks.
Yep, but like I said, I sound a little better now, don't I? Anyway, won't be going for terribly much longer.
He's a foolish
give
fool.
What happened?
Lizzie wants an Ace Attorney character to go down on an internet rabbit hole on.
I was just quoting no, don't do it, Lizzie, don't do it. Just play the games instead. But the foolishly foolish fool thing is a quote of another character that doesn't appear in this game. She's great. She beats you with a whip.
She's great.
She whips you. Literally.
Edgeworth is somehow the second most civil prosecutor in the series.
Wait, second? Who's the first?
Clavier.
I didn't get far in the Apollo games. So.
Yeah, Clavier never hits anyone, and he actually follows the law.
I mean, Edgeworth follows the law.
I mean, Clavier starts the game out as already a decent guy, which is very weird for a prosecutor and Ace Attorney.
See, I liked Clavier's brother.
See, I didn't like Clavier's brother.
I liked him at first. He seemed cool at first. And then stuff was revealed. And then I stopped liking him. And then I basically cried because I have the... Why?
Depends on the context, probably. Like, Dual Destinies has an updated autopsy report that I would assume is legal. I'm not so sure about Edgeworth's autopsy report.
Yeah, I would assume it's legal to update autopsies because, obviously you might examine the body more and discover stuff you missed before.
Yes. That is actually specifically why I consider Dual Destinies autopsy report update.
I haven't
Probably,
played that.
definitely legal.
I'm gonna have to just pick up the games again, find out what I did with my games. I'll probably beat number 1 before me ever finishes it. Probably beat
Finishes
them all
what?
by then. This.
Hey, I'm not going too slowly through this.
I'll probably have finished all 6 mainline games before
Is
Emmy
that
finishes
how
the
many
first
games there
one.
are? 6
Look,
mainline.
I
The 2
only play this
investigations?
once a week because you don't want me playing and spoiling myself on a non-stream night, right?
Yes, but
Then don't
I'm just
complain about
saying.
how slow I'm going!
Complaining, I'm stating facts. There are, I believe, the 6 mainline games, the original trilogy, Apollo Justice, Dual
Okay.
Destinies, and Spirit of Justice. There are the 2 Miles Edgeworth games,
Yeah,
and
the
there are
second
the
one,
2 Great Ace Attorney games.
which are take place
and
in the back, right? The past, right?
Yes, way
Okay,
in the past.
and then there's the Ace Attorney and Layton game.
Y'all do
Yes.
also realize important stuff is happening, right?
No. Well, yes, but I've already played this, so I know what happens.
Yeah. The only disappointment is, didn't they like not originally translate one of the the Great Ace Attorney games?
I
Or did they
don't know if they
translate them?
originally translated either of the Great Ace Attorney games, and I know the second Edgeworth game hasn't been officially translated.
So wait, are the Great Ace Attorney games not officially translated, or did they?
They
finally
have been recently. I don't know when. There was a point when they were not. They are officially translated and available on Switch.
Okay, so it must have been when they got ported then.
Probably.
Unlike the Miles Edgeworth game, that forever remains
They
untranslated.
should just port Investigations to Switch and translate it.
Oh no, Gumshoe shows up.
What?
Gumshoe.
Why are you saying, oh no? I thought Gumshoe was your favorite.
Gumshoe's the best. This is why you gotta play Investigations, because we get plenty of Gumshoe.
The lack of Gumshoe in the later 3 mainline games is a crime. There is a little bit of
Gumshoe drags the kid
content
off.
in Apollo Justice, but absolutely none in Dual Destinies, and probably none in Spirit of Justice.
Well, that is disappointing. He at least is. He plays a much bigger part in the investigation games.
Oh, good. She's gonna go away.
But I love Gumshoe. He's great. He's such a good guy. But in the investigations game, because the way they work would actually probably be really, really good on a Switch, as opposed they would do really great on a Switch. Since it actually has you like walk around and stuff. And then it'd be nice to have a legal translation of investigation too, instead of having to get an emulator.
Yes, a legal translation of the last game in the series they haven't translated would be
it's literally the only untranslated game at this point. Frankly, if they wanted to translate the DS version, we'd be happy.
So, I got myself to a save point. That kid's testimony is about to damn my client. Gumshoe kidnapped the kid.
He did not kidnap him. He's protecting him.
You know, the kid said he didn't want to go.
The kid into witness protection.
No,
the kid don't get a choice. He's a kid. Gumshoe's keeping him safe, even if the kid don't realize it. Okay, Gumshoe would never hurt a kid. He's very nice. He's a good boy.
But like he still kidnapped the kid.
Gumshoe is one of the best people in the series, morally speaking.
He really is.
Fine, but like he literally took the kid into police custody.
Yeah, to protect him.
From who?
It may be inconvenient for you, but that does not mean it is morally wrong.
Look,
there are murderers out there probably looking to hide the truth that the kid knows. They gotta protect the kid.
The bottom line is Literally, the only lead that I have at this point is the sleeping pills, which I'm surprised that Phoenix and Maya and Mia forgot about.
I mean, Mia never
No?
saw them.
Yeah.
Mia seems to know everything that Maya knows, so Maya should at least be aware.
Does she?
That's not quite how
I don't think
channeling
she does.
works.
Yeah, I don't think she knows everything. Because I'm
Well,
pretty sure
fine.
there's been, it might be later games. I'm pretty sure there's cases where she's like, I don't know what happened. You're going to have to catch me up.
Yeah, Farewell My Turnabout, I believe, uses Mia not knowing everything Maya knows a bit.
Okay, fine, whatever. I don't know the continuity, but like, bottom line is, I'm surprised that Maya and Phoenix.
What the heck was that?
I don't know.
Was what?
There was like loud microphone, whatever, but it wasn't from my end.
It wasn't my end.
It was probably me then.
No, I
What's
literally
that?
just said it wasn't me.
um,
The bottom line is, I am trying to outro, and you two are being very inconvenient about this.
you're welcome.
That's our job.
But the bottom line is, things don't look so good going into the trial. Gumshoe's got a new witness for the prosecution, and it seems like he specifically saw that the Steel Samurai. Although, again, it's not Will Powers he saw, it's the Steel Samurai. But it does seem
And
like
you
the
still don't
director.
have a theory on who was in that suit, do
Yeah,
you?
well, look, it's not Oldbag. They cleared her. I don't think it's Penny because I feel like she's too small. It's not the kid because the kid is way too small. The director, the producer, the studio bigwigs all seem to have lullabies. But I'll tell you that I would love if it was the director. Because I
Because
don't
you
want to
want to
see.
send him to jail,
I don't
as
want
he
to see him
deserves.
anymore. I'm done with him.
I was done with him before I ever met him.
I was done with him as soon as I saw his first line, and I hadn't even seen his face. Anyone who talks like that, I'm done with them.
But
Like,
yeah,
not only is he talking like that over text, that is how he is actually
yes,
verbally
I am well
speaking.
aware that
Yeah,
that is how he is talking.
I am curious
That is
what
nuts.
I do wonder how that like shows up in the original Japanese text though.
That I cannot tell you.
I'm sure there's some sort of Japanese equivalent.
Probably. But the bottom line is things are not looking so good for the defense attorney Phoenix Wrong and his little goblin assistant. I will hopefully be streaming again on Wednesday. I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming Breath of the Wild or if I'm going to be streaming more of this, but I should be back here on Wednesday. Hopefully, sounding a little better, hopefully, with a little more energy. Because I'm feeling okay now, but I am really, really, really tired. Um,
Understandable.
yeah. But like I said, I'll be back here on Wednesday streaming something. It just really depends on what my brain has the ability to concentrate on. Because I feel like I don't want to be taking on Calamity Ganon when my brain is out to lunch.
No, you should probably just take on um the annoying people.
You can catch this footage and all my other streams on my YouTube channel, which is now linked in the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can check out my Twitch. That is not how you spell Twitch. My Twitch channel.
Unbelievable.
Look, on my Twitch channel, which is over there. You can find me on Sundays over at Bulba Garden, where I am streaming, or I am usually streaming Pokemon Art Academy. You are able to find dawning wins there Saturday nights with her sketchy Saturdays. Um, when Dragon Nataku streams, you can catch her on her Twitch channel over there. Like I said, I'll be back Wednesday evening with more something or another, either Ace Attorney or Breath of the Wild, depending on how well I am feeling.
I cannot promise I will be here for the beginning of Wednesday evening stream. In fact, I can promise that I will most likely not be here for the first probably hour or so.
Uh-oh, what are you up to on Wednesday?
For the next couple of months, starting tomorrow, I've got play rehearsals.
Lovely.
Congratulations. I'll try to be on, but it won't be until after I get home from work and take care of the 20 animals.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Bottom
I
line,
will try to be here after play rehearsal as well, but I cannot be in two places at once, and I do wish to be physically present on practicing to be on stage.
understandable.
Yeah, that's definitely more important.
Bottom line for those viewers at home, though, I will be here on Wednesday doing something. I don't know what it will be, and I don't know how sick I'm going to be, but I will be back
Hopefully not
Wednesday.
sick.
Well, hopefully not
Yeah,
sick.
try to get some rest within like the next day or so.
That's the plan, and if I could outro, I would, or complete the outro, I would be able to end the stream. Yeah, no, that's gonna do it for me for this evening. So, as always, I am a Maniacal Engineer, and I'm never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Thank you all for watching, and God bless this mess.
Good night.
Good night.